In this video, I'm going to go over how you can generate and run unit tests in JTest. The advantage of using JTest's unit testing framework is that it automatically generates some tests for you, but also the fact that when you run the test using JTest framework, you get code coverage. And essentially what that means is that it will tell you what code has gotten covered based on the unit tests that I've run. And this is a huge advantage for people trying to understand what part of the code is being covered, if they're over testing their code or under testing their code. So let's start with creating a few unit tests for a particular Java file. So I have a Java file here called customer.java. It has a few methods here. What I'm going to do is generate unit tests for this particular code. And the way you do that is you choose Parasoft test using and you select generate unit tests. Okay, so it's created some unit tests. I can go and show you what unit tests got created. These are the unit tests that it created. You can see it's created a unit test for the customer method. You can see over here it's setting name and SSN, again with the customer method, and a few other tests. Now the idea here is that you let JTest generate a few tests for you, but at the end of the day, it doesn't know your business scenarios. So you can add on your own unit test that test the business scenario part of it through JTest unit testing framework. So now what I'm going to do is run these unit tests for this particular customer.java. And to run it, all you have to do is select run unit tests. So you can see the unit tests ran and all of them succeeded. Now, the other thing that I want to show you is coverage. And essentially, this is the advantage of running unit tests through JTest's unit testing framework. You can see how much code has gotten covered based on the unit tests that you've ran. Over here under customer.java, you can see the lines highlighted in green are the code that got executed, and the ones in red are the ones that did not get executed in those unit tests. And what you can do from this information is identify the code that hasn't got tested and write specific unit tests to execute that particular code. The other thing to note is that when you're generating and running tests, you can also run these tests in isolation without any dependency. And what that means is you can generate stubs so that the code base they're trying to test has zero dependencies and everything outside of it has been generated as a stub. So the idea being that you can test it in isolation and make sure that if there are any errors, it's because of that particular code base. And that's how you can generate and run unit tests in Parasoft JTest.